I saw him with another girl. I still remember the exact second my heart cracked. Like a glass that didn't shatter all at once, but slowly split down the middle. It was a chilly evening. That kind where the air bites at your cheeks and every sound seems louder than it should be. I was walking down Fifth Avenue after grabbing a latte, my headphones in, pretending I was fine. Pretending I wasn't thinking about him for the 1000th time that day, because honestly, I had been trying so hard not to think about him. Trying to convince myself that our weird distance lately was nothing. Just stress, just life, just coincidence. But there was always that tiny voice in my head whispering that something was changing. Something was slipping, something wasn't right. And I kept shutting that voice down, telling myself I'm overthinking. I'm being dramatic, I'm being emotional, I'm being insecure. I hate that word, insecure. It feels like a label that invalidates the warning system inside you. Like your intuition is wrong just because it hurts. Anyway, I was passing the bakery near his apartment, the one with the fairy light, windows and the Christmas ready display, even though it was only November. And that's when I saw him. Not just him and her. They were standing just a few feet away from the sidewalk. I recognized him first, the brown leather jacket I helped him pick out last fall. The messy hair that looks like he woke up and the wind styled it for him. The stance where one hand is always in his pocket. And then I noticed his smile, not just any smile. The one he used to give me, the one that reached his eyes, the one that lit up his whole face, the one that made me feel like I was the center of his sky. And then I noticed her. She was laughing, head tilted back slightly, and he was leaning in, whispering something like she was the only person that mattered. It felt like the world slowed down, like time wanted me to feel every millisecond of that pain. And before I could even process it, I felt my breath stutter and stop, like my lungs forgot how to function. I blinked once, twice, hoping maybe it was nothing. Maybe she was nobody. Maybe it was innocent. But then I saw his hand, gently, comfortably, slip around her waist. And that was it. That was the confirmation. Not a misunderstanding, not a coincidence, not a harmless interaction. It was real. It was intentional. It was intimate. I stood there frozen, hidden behind the corner of the bakery window like a ghost in my own life. I wanted to confront him. I wanted to scream. I wanted to cry. But I couldn't move. I couldn't force my legs to step forward or my mouth to speak. Instead, I watched them walk away, his thumb rubbing circles on her hip, her hair brushing against his shoulder, the two of them framed by the city lights like a cinematic betrayal scene. And in that moment, I didn't just lose him. I felt like I lost myself because I had given so much of me to him, my time, my attention, my vulnerability, my loyalty, my softness, and now I didn't know who I was without him. That night, I lay in bed staring at the ceiling, tears slipping silently down the sides of my face into my pillow, replaying every conversation we had in the last few weeks, every delayed response, every canceled plan, every vague excuse, every sorry, I'm just tired. And suddenly, it all made sense. The emotional distance, the distracted looks, the fading affection. He wasn't tired. He wasn't busy. He wasn't stressed. He was somewhere else emotionally, with someone else physically. The next morning, I didn't text him. I didn't ask questions. I didn't even give him the chance to spin lies. Instead, I went to his place. Not to fight, not to accuse, but to reclaim my self-respect. He opened the door, eyes surprised, maybe even guilty. I simply said, I saw you with her, just like that. Calm, steady, unshakable. He froze, mouth half open, face pale, searching for words that wouldn't come. I didn't want explanations. I didn't want apologies. I didn't want closure from him because closure was already forming inside me. I wasn't the girl who begged to stay in someone's heart if they had already made space for someone else. I wasn't the backup option. I wasn't the emotional caretaker while he sought excitement elsewhere. So I handed him this small box containing the bracelet he gave, my last ring, the one engraved with "Always Us," and I said, "I'm returning this because there is no us anymore." I saw something flicker in his eyes, regret, panic, loss, but whatever it was too late. I turned and walked away, and each step felt like peeling away a layer of heaviness from my chest. Each step was a decision, not to break, but to rebuild. Not to cry over being replaced, but to rise into someone stronger, someone more whole, someone who would eventually stop wondering, why wasn't I enough? And start affirming I was enough. He just wasn't right. The weeks that followed were a journey. Healing isn't linear. Some days I woke up empowered. Some days I woke up hollow. Some days I didn't wake up. I just dragged myself through hours of emotion, but I kept going. I started journaling, running in the mornings, spending time with people who actually cared, finding small joys again, the smell of coffee, the warmth of sunlight, the peace of being alone without feeling lonely. And slowly, beautifully, I grew back into myself. One day, months later, I walked past the same bakery, same fairy lights, same window glow. But this time, I wasn't looking for him. I didn't feel the ache. The memory didn't stab, it just existed. Like an old photograph I no longer lived inside. And that's when I realized something. Losing him wasn't the end. It was the beginning of rediscovering myself. It was the moment I stopped shrinking to fit someone else's emotional capacity and started expanding into my own worth. And to anyone listening, watching, or reading this, if you've ever felt that heartbreak, that shock, that suffocating moment when the person you love chooses someone else, please hear this. Your value didn't decrease because someone failed to see it. Your beauty didn't fade because someone overlooked it. Your soul didn't become less because someone chose differently. Sometimes rejection is just redirection. Sometimes heartbreak is the universe clearing space for healing. And if you're going through something like this, I promise you, someday you'll look back and thank life for removing someone who couldn't love you the way you deserved. And hey, if this story touched you, if it made you feel seen, if you felt that emotional wave inside you, please subscribe to the channel, not just because it supports us, but because it helps build a community of people who heal together, grow together, and refuse to settle for half-hearted love. Your support means the world, and I'm grateful you're here on this journey with me.